I know where I am getting out of the market before I get into the market, right? I know how much I'm going to lose before I place a trade, right? It is a beautiful and cozy day today, and I've actually gone through the Market Wizards over here for another round. And I know it is one of the most influential trading books out there, and you've probably had the courtesy of actually going through it a couple of times, if not at least once. In this video, I'm going to share with you just 4 tips that I've learned throughout my journey that is actually going to help you improve your trading results. Sounds good? Yes, sir. But before we get into all of that good stuff, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We trade Nasdaq over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what's up. Don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Because when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a lit giveaway, funding 10 different accounts and giving 10 different people free mentorship. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss that. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you eventually go through that inevitable stage of a lot of losses, maybe that are consistent over time. So when you start being a trader, you actually don't realize a certain thing, that you're actually an enemy to your own self, right? The market doesn't care about how you feel. The market doesn't care about your money. The more you give it, right, and you don't want to respect the market, the more it's going to take all the money that you're actually going to give it, right? So at the beginning of your Forex journey, you're actually not going to understand that particular thing. So that's why I'm saying those inevitable losses will end as soon as you realize that the market is actually not against you. It wants to be your friend. And if you respect the market as your friend, actually follow what it wants you to do, you will not have all those other problems, right? So how do you go about this? You actually start by trading small, right? You have small portfolios. A lot of people like to start by trading real large amounts, or maybe start by going with the demo way. You know, it's good to trade demo when you are starting to learn Forex, but it's not good to trade demo for a long time. So when you go live, start by trading a small live portfolio. It doesn't matter how huge or how small your account is, you must still treat trading as a business, right? The main concept still stands. There's one thing that I actually then mastered, to see that if you deposit small amounts, you actually lose small, and then get consistent, get good psychology, get proper risk management. And then when you are actually now comfortable with your strategy, then you now then deposit a lot of money. After that certain time, you actually have good results. You won't be losing like those crazy amounts that you could have lost at the beginning of your journey, right? Sounds good? Let's get to the next point. So we have another trader called Bruns. He actually said that I know where I am getting out of the market before I get into the market, right? I know how much I'm going to lose before I place a trade, right? I'm not looking at how much will I make in this particular trade before I get in. I actually want to know how much am I willing to lose, right, before I get into that particular trade. Do you know when to enter a trade when it meets all your trading rules? Do you also know when to exit a trade if you are on a right trade? Do you know when to exit a trade if you're on a losing trade? If you actually can answer these questions, then, well, you are on a right track. If you couldn't answer these questions, then that's the last thing you want to do, is to think of when you're going to exit the trade when you are already in the trade. Don't enter the trade and then start calculating all of these other things. A lot of traders, they concern themselves as to how they are going to enter the trade, but have zero knowledge as to when they have to exit, what they do when they see the market changing its formation, how they should hold their trades if it's actually giving them formation that it is a correct trade, when to add entries, and all of this other good stuff. There are a lot of other videos on my channel that you can check out. The next thing you need to understand, I don't know how many of you guys will actually know chess, but I think it's a really common game. You know, in chess, the main goal is to protect your king, right? So in trading, the main thing is to protect your capital, right? It's one thing managing trades, one thing knowing when to enter, exit, and all of that stuff on a particular trade, a particular setup. And it's another thing knowing how to manage your trading account. Money management in trading is one of the most important factors that will determine how long you're going to last in this trading game. There are a lot of other ways to manage your money in trading. Personally, I tell my students that we withdraw every single day. I now withdraw every weekend, right? But for them, I tell them they withdraw every single day. You can see one of my most recent students over here. I think he has been learning for just a month, and he has withdrawn right over here, right over here, right over here. I think I remember 3 withdrawals from him so far. That's one thing that I actually encourage you, right? You make a certain amount of money in the market, you withdraw. The first thing you do is withdraw the amount you deposited deposited in the account, right? And then now you're trading with the profits from the market, right? And those profits, if you make a certain amount on a particular day, you withdraw that amount, you wait for tomorrow, you trade again. That's having a daily target. If you lose a certain amount of money, you will exit the market for that particular day. And those rules in my mentorship group, they are always respected. I'm not saying that all the money rules will boil down to just withdrawing. Yes, it's one of the major ones that I personally like. We can actually have these other three, which is the maximum risk that you can have per trade, maximum drawdown that you can have on your portfolio, and the maximum number of trades that you can have running at any given time. You can also include something like maximum lot size that you can use on a particular trade. You can even say the maximum number of trades that you can take on a particular day, or even bring it up to say maximum trades that I should take in a week, right? So this is going to reduce the risk of losing a lot of trades, because the more you take trades, right, the more you're going to lose, to be honest. You're going to be looking at each and every setup, and most of these setups are not going to be really good setups. You always want to trade only the good setups, right? So the last thing that we can talk about, if you have been trading for over a year consistently, live trading, whether you're profitable or you're not profitable, if you've just been trading live consistently for over a year, actually consider you a successful trader. Because a lot of people start trading to chase the results, to chase the money overnight, right? But the few that actually remain and stay and learn the process and never give up are the most profitable traders that you can see out there. And if you're one of those, trust me, you are on the right track. But if you're still new to the markets and you're an aspiring trader, right, and you are ready to get beaten up by the markets, your focus should be to survive the first year of trading, or to say the few months if you have the right person teaching you or the right resources. Why? Because trading is not a skill that you will just learn overnight. It's actually managing your psychology, managing your emotions. It's not about knowing a strategy and then just going to place it on the chart. You can know the best of best strategies in this world. You can have someone telling you that the market is going to sell and still be a losing trader at the end of the day, right? So you need to understand that trading is a skill just as any other profession. It needs to be mastered. So without making this video too long, The Market Wizards is one of those great books, and I did not even cover 1% of what the book has to offer. Nonetheless, if you're looking for something to apply real fast, then use this particular tips that I've given you in this video. We can just go over them again. The failing part of a trader is inevitable, especially when you are beginning, and it's something you should embrace and learn from. You should always know when to exit and enter all these positions before you actually go into the particular trade. Knowing your maximum potential risk will help you reduce potential losses in the long run, and this is enough for you to bounce back and do it all over again. And always remember that in trading, your goal is to protect your capital more than it is to make money. And then last but not least, most traders cannot even survive a year in trading. So make it your ultimate goal to survive at least a few months without giving up, even if you are profitable or not, and then master the skill first, and then all the profits you can chase them later. Because the fun fact is you can spend 3 years trading and actually make all the money that you've ever wanted within a few months. The profits will naturally follow those that are consistent and those that are dedicated to what they actually want. But if you did enjoy that video, don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? And with that, it's been Tino, and I'm out. Peace.